Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga volume review. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time to review another manga review. Now, this is one that there's a movie that I've been wanting to review. Haven't watched it yet. There is also a light novel which I have right here, um, and the manga. So I'm going to be reviewing the manga first, which is usually not how I usually review when I have multiple sources. Usually, I start with the light novel, then do the manga, and then at the very end, I compare the movie to both of them and kind of see the differences. And from there, just form kind of like a this is what got changed, right? But because of the manga having multiple volumes, and I'm going to have volume two arrive in the next few weeks as well. Um, I wanted to start with the manga because there's only one volume. This is it for the actual light novel. So, wondering if the manga actually expands the story more, whereas the light novel maybe is purely based on the movie. Because I believe the movie came out first, at least here in the U.S. But anything before anything else, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can support Yem Press as well, who is providing this copy for me to review for you guys. I do my best to get these out in a timely manner, and I've been pretty good. Past 2 3 weeks, I've been releasing 4 or 5 videos per week. I will continue doing that as much as possible. I do have a lot of copies to review, so yeah. I'm making a second video today on another series, so I'm ready to read and record for you guys. Okay, so this series is called Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. We follow two people. These are our main characters. The boy himself is a shy haiku writer and had to kind of look that up because I was a little confused at the beginning. But essentially, it's kind of like poetry in Japanese style. Um, he wears headphones to kind of distract people, to feel like people are not uh, watching him and stuff like that. And then she, in the other hand, is a streamer. And we get a little bit of the past of that. She essentially became a streamer with her sisters. The sisters eventually got bored and she just stuck to it, right? She's now the main one. She wears a mask because she has buck teeth and she is very, very much self conscious about that. Uh, the story, how they meet essentially is they bump into each other. She's busy doing a live video, um, or I think recording, and he's busy trying to make up haiku, and they bump into each other in the mall, and they mix up their phones. Eventually, they meet each other to exchange back their phones, back to the rightful owners. Um, she herself has two sisters. The sisters don't really do much in this volume other than we know that they were together in the beginning of her streaming career, and now they're kind of they try to be supportive about like, hey, you're cute with your buck teeth. You don't have to be like they're not mean to her at least. I guess is what I'm trying to reach. Most of the story follows the boy. Now the boy, he himself is really going around with this guy. It's an older guy that he helps, and he is looking for a lost record that he doesn't know what happened to it. Towards the end of the volume, they go to a store where he has a lot of records, and we then see that the man is not waking up, and that's really the big cliffhanger of the first volume. Other characters that do show up are people that he works with in a part-time job that try to encourage our protagonist to come out of his shell, but it definitely felt like there was not enough in this volume. Um, it's a pretty decent sized volume. I believe it's like 200 pages, or at least like 180. Yeah, so around 180, 160 pages. It felt like we could have doubled in size and still been okay with it, but oh well. I read through it in one setting, not lying with it. It's cute. It's a love story. really. And other than the big reveal that he is moving to a different city and is not telling anyone about, there's not really much to it anymore. So I think it's great. It's a great romance that is not in your face, I'm a romance. It's slowly progressing to what I'm pretty sure will be a romance. He's probably gonna fight with his parents to stay so that he can finally be with this girl. And the whole words bubble up like a soda pop is actually a haiku that he creates for her, saying that now that she's in his life, now all these words are bubbling up like soda pop, which is cute as it could be, to be honest. So, great series. Like I said, light novel came out first, but very shortly the manga came out afterwards. So, I'm interested to see what differences are in this light novel and just how far it goes um compared to the movie as well. I haven't seen the movie. I know it came out on Netflix. It is, I think, dubbed and subbed, so I will be able to actually watch it in a timely manner. But just for opening this, I kind of feel like the first volume of this series is maybe a third of the light novel, which means they'll probably release 3 volumes to the series. Um, which is pretty typical when it comes to like short stories. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Out of 10, I definitely did give this one a 7.5. I think it's one of the better cute romances that I've read. The other one that I'll be reviewing actually is also a romance. The only difference is that this is more of a webtoon. That's more of a manga. So, yeah, there are still differences. Guys, if you haven't checked out my other videos, go check them out. Give some love to this channel by commenting, liking, and sharing. Make sure you guys don't miss the light novel and the movie review that I'll eventually do on the series as well. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and sharing. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.